Good morning, it's Deb here from PDQ Cards. There's been a lot of talk recently about simple stamping and how somebody can start making cards. So I thought I would show you the most simple card I could come up with that literally needs almost no equipment. There's lots of machines and gadgets and toys out there that card makers love, but this one, all you need is your stamp set, a acrylic block, which is what you're going to put your stamp set on, and two Stampin' Up right markers. Now for this card in particular, I've chosen a basic black and a real red marker, just to show you what it is. And obviously you need some cardstock. Now I'm using Whisper White or Basic White, which is just a plain white card. You can use any colour for this. So we're going to make a very simple thank you card, and to do that I'm just going to wiggle some bits to the side so you can see what I'm doing. You take your Whisper White card or your Basic White card and you're literally going to fold it in half, corner to corner. Now this is half of an A4 sheet, so it's 10.5 centimetres by 14.9 centimetres. So I've literally taken an A4 piece of paper and chopped it in half. And so we're going to end up with an A5 card. So I've literally just folded it so the corners line up. Now you can use a little tool to press it down, but you can also, just move the dog hair, sorry, just use your finger or the edge of your nail, or you can even use, shock horror, the edge of the acrylic block to do it, but you might end up with a little line down there. But alternatively, you can pick one of these up for a few pounds. And you literally just run it down and it gives you a really nice crisp card join, and you don't get any of that kind of rubbishy bit down the side. So there we go. So that's our card. So as you can see, it's a nice card ready to open up. Okay, so we're going to do a really basic card today, and for that I've just picked the Grace's Garden. Now this is a lovely stamp set and you can do so much with it. It comes with dies, you can make 3D cards and all sorts of things, but I love this little sentiment here, which I thank you for all the kindness in yours. Don't know what that means, but you can take it however you like it, and I like cards that people can turn into whatever they want. So this is a clear stamp, so it's a photopolymer stamp. It means clear, it means you can see through it, so when you're trying to line things up it's much easier. And it comes like this. You get a sheet, you get a cover sheet, and then you get the stamp, which I will show you is a nice clear stamp, so as you can see, you can actually see through it. Now one side is all bobbly, which is the image, and the other side is fairly flat. So what I do is I just pop it down on there with the bobbly side down, so the flat side, get my little acrylic block, which is this clear block, and just pop it on. So I make sure that the stamp is lined up so you can see all of it in there. What you don't want to do, I'm just going to take it off and show you, is line it up like this, because when you press on it, this bit that's sticking out the side here won't get any pressure on it, so the ink won't transfer. So make sure it's all nicely in your thing. Now lots of people will go out and the first thing they'll buy is an ink pad, but you don't need one to make a card, and this is one of the best kept secrets I think in card making. So this is a Stampin' Up right marker, and it's double-ended, so you've got a little end and like a brush end. So for this one I'm going to use a brush end, and as you can see it looks like a felt tip. It's a very expensive felt tip. It's not actually that expensive, but it is a good quality, really good felt tip. And all I'm going to do is colour in, and you can see the pattern starting to appear. Just make sure I go over it lots and lots and got everything coloured in. So I'm using like the side of the brush just to make sure that it's all beautifully coloured in. And this is a basic black, although it looks grey on the thing, it is actually a black. So you can see there that I've got it all beautifully coloured in. And it doesn't matter, I don't need to be too precise, because the whole point of this card is that it's supposed to be handmade, and handmade does not mean perfect. It means it's made with love, not a machine. Lovely. So there we go. So now you can see the pattern of those lovely things. So I'm just going to pop the lid back on my right marker. Now comes the magic. So if I was to take this and stamp it now, not a lot would happen. You wouldn't end up with a nice image on your card. So this is where the magic, and the magic has a magic word, and the magic word is repeat after me. So all I'm going to do is do a big breath onto my stamp, which sounds a bit odd, but trust me, it works. So I literally get my thing, get my breath and go, and then I'm going to pop it onto my card somewhere in the corner. I'm just going to press down and be careful not to rock or wiggle or, you know, put it down at an angle. What you really don't want to do is move that stamp once it's on the paper. So once I pick that up, you'll see now the stamp has gone fairly clear. Now there's little bits there, but I'm not worried about that. But you can see on the card that outline has transferred, which is fabulous. So that's part one. And I'm going to do exactly the same. Now here I've already put my stamp set on here. So I'm going to do exactly the same. So I've got my stamp. I'm just going to get the side of my brush, give it a good colour. La, 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 la. So you can see it all changing colour, which is lovely. It's really easy to do. La, la, la. And it doesn't matter if it looks a bit wobbly or you get it on the rest of the stamp. You know, there's bits that are cut out that won't bother. All it goes on. There we go. Give it a good colour. And again, you'll do that again. And I'm just going to pop it up the top there. There we go. And lift it straight up. And you can see there it is. Now, I quite like the card like that, I have to say. But I'm going to just highlight it a little bit using some red, and I'm going to use the other end this time. So this time's more like a sort of ballpoint pen, if you like. And I think these are sort of poppy, I don't know what they are. I'm not very good with flowers. They're pretty red flowers, that's what they are. And I don't have to be too neat with my colouring, that's the thing, because it is supposed to look a bit sort of like, I guess, Charles Mackey or somebody like that with his fox and his lovely illustrations that he's been doing in this beautiful book. Absolutely gorgeous book, heartily recommend it. So I'm just going to colour some of these flowers in, and I don't have to be too pretty, you know, too perfectionist. It just needs to go. I missed another flower down there. Now if I wanted to, I could colour in the green, I could add some ribbon embellishment, but how quick was that card to make? And then obviously I can just write in it, pop it in an envelope and send it off. And that is how you make the world's most simple handmade card using 2 pens, an acrylic block and a stamp set. That is all you need. Oh, and some card, obviously. But if you'd like to know more, or if you'd like to have a go, do get in touch. Contact, drop me an email, Facebook message, whatever. Always happy to help. I just want to tell you that card making is really simple and anyone can do it. Any problems or any questions, give me a call, drop below, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.